All right, let's dive into one of the most incredible stories in all of biology. We're talking about the beginning of a new organism, or, how life actually makes more life.
Welcome to Silverlight Education. In this lecture, we're going to be discussing BZYCT 133 course, Block 3, Unit 12. We've taken all the key ideas and put them into this explainer to give you a clear visual journey into how a new life begins. So, let's get right into it.
So let me start by asking you a really big question. If you had to pick, what do you think is life's greatest miracle? I mean, there are so many options, right? But the one we're exploring today is truly profound. And that miracle is the fact that life, well, it creates itself. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this amazing biological process and really understand how a brand new organism comes to be. It really all comes down to solving one massive problem. You see, over millions of years, life had to figure out, how do you pass on your blueprint, your genetic instructions, to the next generation? And it turns out life came up with two pretty brilliant strategies to do it. On one side, you've got asexual reproduction. You can think of it like life's copy machine. One parent makes a perfect genetic clone of itself. But then there's the other strategy, sexual reproduction. This one is way more complicated. It's all about mixing the genetic code from two different parents to create a totally unique individual. And that's the path we're going to follow today. So, what's the secret sauce that makes sexual reproduction even possible? Well, it's a process called meiosis. And honestly, it's such an elegant solution. Meiosis is this special type of cell division that takes a full set of genetic instructions and cuts it precisely in half. This creates the sex cells, or gametes, that are now ready to combine with another half to make a new whole. Now, this process of meiosis creates two very, very different kinds of gametes. And what's so fascinating is that each one has a totally different strategy for success, even though they're both aiming for the exact same goal, creating a new life. So let's meet our two main players. And here you can see their different game plans laid out. The male strategy is all about quantity. The goal is to produce a truly mind-boggling number of tiny, mobile sperm cells. On the flip side, the female strategy is all about quality. The focus here is on making just a few large egg cells that are packed with all the nutrients and resources needed to get a new life started. It really is a classic case of quantity versus quality. And when we say quantity, we are not kidding. A human male produces somewhere between 200 and 300 million of these sperm cells every single day. Just try to wrap your head around that number. The scale is just staggering. Now, each one of those millions of sperm is like a little masterpiece of engineering. It's a super streamlined delivery vehicle built for one mission and one mission only: get to the egg. You've got the head, which carries the precious genetic cargo. Then there's the acrosome, which is like a biochemical key for getting inside the egg. The midpiece is the engine room, just jam-packed with power-generating mitochondria. And of course, the flagellum, that's the powerful tail that propels it forward. And the process of building this thing, it's called spermatogenesis, and it is a wild transformation. A normal, round cell completely remodels itself. The acrosome forms, the nucleus squishes down to become super compact and aerodynamic, a tail sprouts out, and then to top it all off, it jettisons all the extra weight, all the excess cytoplasm, to become as light and as fast as it possibly can. Okay, so the delivery vehicles are built, the target is ready, but now comes maybe the greatest challenge of all. How do they actually find each other? Out of hundreds of millions, how does just one sperm navigate its way to the egg? It's a race against absolutely incredible odds, guided by a faint trail of chemical signals. And that final approach, it isn't just a random collision. It's much more elegant than that. It's a conversation, a chemical conversation. There's this highly specific dialogue that has to happen for things to move to the next stage. And this is the key moment in that conversation. As soon as the sperm reaches the egg, it triggers what's called the acrosome reaction. That cap on its head basically bursts open, releasing these powerful enzymes that act like a chemical drill, carving a tiny path right through the egg's protective outer layers. This is exactly why that biochemical key analogy works so well. This isn't a master key. It's incredibly specific. The enzymes from the sperm have to perfectly match the receptors on the egg. It's a safety measure, ensuring that only a sperm from the correct species can actually unlock the egg. Okay, so the door's been unlocked, but now the egg faces a brand new, super critical problem.
Letting more than one sperm inside would be an absolute disaster. So how does it slam the door shut the instant the first one gets through? The danger here is a condition known as polyspermy. If that were to happen, the embryo would end up with way too much genetic material, which is a fatal error. Development just can't happen. So to prevent this, the egg has this ingenious two-step security system. And this is just brilliant. The very microsecond that first sperm makes contact, bam, the egg throws up an electric fence. The electrical charge across its membrane flips from negative to positive, which instantly repels any other sperm trying to get in. But that's only temporary. So just seconds later, the slow block kicks in. A chemical wave washes over the egg, hardening its outer layer into an impenetrable fortress wall, permanently sealing the entrance for good. So, the connection is made, security is up, the perimeter is locked down. Now the final step in this incredible process can begin. Two halves are finally about to become one new whole. Once inside the egg, the genetic packages from the sperm and the egg drift towards each other, and they fuse. This single, brand new cell is called a zygote. It now has a complete, full set of chromosomes, a unique genetic combination that has never, ever existed before in the universe. This is it, the very first cell of a new individual. And that just leaves us with this final, absolutely profound question. From this one single cell, this one tiny moment of fusion, an epic journey begins. How does this one cell, with its new set of instructions, know how to build a brain, a heart, lungs, a whole complex, thinking person? It's just amazing to think about. And that's our look at the incredible start of a new organism. It's a journey of huge numbers and amazing precision. Thanks for joining us for this explainer. We'll explore what happens next, so we'll meet you in next lecture.